These are the marvellous floodlights that surround Lydney Rugby Club. And they're going to be turned on Saturday afternoon for the second half of the John Player Cup match game against Sale. Now, all rugby clubs in the West Country have great stories to tell. Well, those lights were put up by the club members here, and they wouldn't have been used this Saturday had it not been for a ferret. Because when it came to run the electric wires through the post, they found it virtually impossible. So a club member volunteered his ferret, who shinned up the pipes with a string around its neck to solve the problem. Well, that's a typical piece of ingenuity from the Lydney Club, who have quite literally been responsible for building their own ground. Now, last summer, a new drainage system was installed, and the club was seriously considering painting the ball patches with green paint for Saturday's game. But that idea has now been dropped. On the playing field, the team coach let us into a big secret. The pack have been practicing a shortened line-out system, which they think is the ultimate weapon to win ball, and a lot of it, against the strong Sale side.
We can't compete with these big forwards they've got, so we've got to win this two-man, all right? So it's very important, and make sure you get your core signals right, because we don't want you coming forward and the ball going over the top, and we're going to be in a complete chaos, all right?
Well, if it works, and the club thinks it will, then they intend to play an open game. Now, few clubs the size of Lydney can swank two former internationals, namely Peter Butler and Gordon Sargent. Lydney have won 21 of their 24 matches this season and have scored well over 500 points. They've already secured the Gloucestershire Cup, and despite all those victories, Saturday by them is still a big game.
It is probably the most important game that Lydney have played. They've often played against good opposition. They play Gloucester regularly and Bristol. You can't get any bigger names than that in rugby, but this has got that competitive element as well.
And of course the whole event is causing quite a stir in the town too.
Very much so, yes. Not only rugby people, this is very much a rugby town. Not only rugby people are interested, you've got even the housewife is talking about coming to watch.
Well, Lydney is a town of 10,000 lying on the edge of the Forest of Dean. This Saturday, about a third of the population will watch the game. It's the big talking point in pubs and shops, and some have even put on a special display. Now, amazingly, the local bookie makes Sale the favourites at 5-4 on. Lydney is 4-1 against. Despite that, a lot of money is going on the home side. Now, the former England and Gloucester player, appropriately nicknamed Three Stripes, is Gordon Sargent. He must have imagined his days of fame had passed, but now he finds himself back in front of the TV cameras again.
I didn't really expect to be playing in front of 2,000 or 3,000 people again, but I'm looking forward to it nevertheless.
And do you think that Lydney have the upper hand? Because Sale, let's face it, attract big names, big club, while Lydney have got the small men that play together, may have done for 10, 15 years. Is that going to pay off on the day?
Well, I think Sale are going to start favourites. I think if we can knock them out of their rhythm, then we've got a very good chance of winning. We're very much a team down here. We play as 15.
Well, underdogs or not, replacement kicker Colin Price hopes to catch Sale out. There we are. Good kick there from Colin Price. Let's hope he gets a few more on Saturday afternoon. The match kicks off at 2:30. Lydney against Sale. Great encounter. And let's hope that the Elver Eaters come out the victors.